Welcome to this video. In this video we quickly run through the interface of DaVinci Resolve. We quickly go through the different menus where you can find different settings and yeah, just to set you up to work efficiently in DaVinci Resolve. So when you create a new project, you will most probably find yourself within this page. This is the cut page. And usually, or what I like to do, I don't work inside this page. So what DaVinci Resolve does is they offer different pages for different use cases. And you can find these pages here in this area right here. And yeah, all my editing, all my sound design, I usually do inside the editing page. So this is my workspace. This is where most of the time, this is where I spend most of my time editing my videos. Then we have the Fairlight tab, the Fusion tab, sorry, the Fusion tab. Here you can do animation, all that kind of stuff. Then we have the Color tab, where you can do your color correction. The Fairlight tab, where you can specifically do some settings to the audio, and your delivery page where you can export or render your videos. So as you can tell, every page is empty right now, and that is because we haven't got imported any media, and we also don't have a timeline. So the first step I usually do is to open up a timeline, and I do that by pressing Command and N, and then this window pops up. Then I usually rename the timeline. For this example, I do demo timeline. I go into here, uncheck this box, and select my own preferences. I usually do a 4K timeline. And then I press create, and here you have a video tracks and audio tracks, which you can customize as well. So now we have a window here. Here will be your media, but we don't actually have a media imported. So there are two ways. One way is to go up here, select file, and then import media. But what I like to do is I close this window a little bit, make it tiny, and then I go into the Finder, and here I have my my Finder with my media, and then I select all my media and put it here in the Masters media pool. So alright, we imported our media, and then we could drag this in to the timeline and start editing our video. So what do we have here? We imported our media, and when we look to the upper left corner, we can see our media pool, where we can find all of our footage and audio tracks and overlays, etc. Then we have the effects panel, where we can find different effects for videos and audio. So yeah, when we look to the upper left corner, we can see that this is the Masters tab within the media pool, and here we can find all of our media. But then there are also power bins, and power bins are very effective tool, because they hold pre-organized folders. What I mean by that is, if you can see right here, I have 3 different subfolders where media that I use more often for other projects is imported already, so I can use it every time and don't have to import it over and over again into my projects. As you can tell, it's a little bit messy right here because I have to order them, but you can see my structure right here. I have a folder called Power of Sound. If I go into here, I have different subcategories as well. And yeah, here inside are assets which I generally use. For example, if I go into general, here you can see I have a guideline, so I can see if it's in the middle or not. And yeah, that's very powerful because then it's gets easy and I can just drag and drop everything I need often into my timeline and don't have to import it over and over again and have to search it up. So this is very cool. So when I'm working with a project and need to do editing and sound design, I usually open up the inspector tab in the upper right corner, which you can find here. I can delete this one. And here you have different settings. For example, you can change the zoom of the video or the position of the video. But you can also, if we click on the audio, increase or decrease the volume of the audio track, and yeah, have different settings for the audio as well. So the inspector tab is always open for me, and this is how usually my workspace looks. So here in the middle I have my view screen, then here I have my timeline, and I have my inspector tab open right here. The only difference is here would be like 10 layers of sound, and here would be also quite more layers than just one. If you want to create new audio tracks, one simple way is to just drag and drop your audio file into the audio track. So what I mean by that is, we for example use a video which also has audio, then we can just drag it and drop it into the third video, and it automatically creates a new video track, and it also creates a new audio track. So this is really cool. And let's say just you want to duplicate your audio track, which you can do by pressing Option and just drag and drop your audio track. Then you can create another audio track. So this is yeah, a good feature to know, and just makes editing faster and more efficient and streamlined. Once I finish editing, or depending on where I'm at the video, at what stage am I in the video, I usually, yeah, if I need to do anything with Fusion, here you can do your animations and put on effects, motion blur, etc. Then I go into Fusion. If I need to color grade anything, it's happens inside this tab right here, this page right here. That's the color space where you can yeah, color grade your video. Usually, as you can tell, this now is one video clip, but this would be, yeah, here would be more video clips if it were single video clips, and then you can color grade each and every one to your liking. Then we have the File tab, and now here are music tracks, because now we have yeah, created audio tracks with files. And as you can tell, here you could edit your music as well. Here you have some different effects. So A1 stands for audio track 1, A2 for audio track 2, A3 for audio track 3. And this is a cool feature if you want to, for example, this audio track, all of the audio should be at a specific volume. Then you can increase or decrease the volume right here. And every time you drag and drop a new audio into this audio track, then the audio of that specific audio file is automatically set to minus, I don't know what's, minus 15, minus 20 dBs. Oh, minus 5 dBs, right? If you look at here, yeah, minus 5 dBs. Yes, so what do we have here? Here's the delivery page where you can render and export your videos once you are finished. And what else do we have here? So yeah, just quickly run through it. If you want to just want to listen to one of the audio tracks, then you can solo them. Here you can solo, so only this audio track is hearable. If you want to mute a specific audio track, you can press the mute button, and now this audio track is silenced, so you would only hear those two. You can also mute multiple audio tracks. You can also solo multiple audio tracks. It's also sometimes very useful. So yeah, that's it for the audio tracks. Then right here we have the magnet button or the snapping button, which I don't know if right here when I activate it, for example, I put my cursor right here, then I can snap my audio file to this cursor, and it moves directly to it. It also has so for example, if I zoom in, you can only move your audio file, I think it's like 1 frame, and you can't really move your audio file freely. So when you deactivate your snapping / magnet tool, then you can move your audio file more freely, and you're not limited to this snapping tool, which is useful if you want to work really precisely and need to have your sound played at this exact point, for example. At Inspector tab we are done, edit page we are done, media pool I explained, and it's just a quick run through. Now I want to show you one more feature, and that is the keyboard customization tab. So what you do, you go to DaVinci Resolve in the upper left corner, and then go to keyboard customization, and within this tab you can set your own keyboard shortcuts. For example, I use DaVinci Resolve Mobile, and what I do, I have shortcuts for my timeline when I move my cursor. So when I press A or D, it goes backwards or forwards, and you can do that inside this tab. So for example, you search for, I don't know, split, and then you can see right here split clip, and split clip is set for me by pressing Command V or C. And if you want to assign a new letter on your keyboard, then you simply have to press this plus button, and you can type in any button you like, but be careful because sometimes you overwrite some other shortcuts that you might need. So for that you can also, for example, to make sure that it's not set to another shortcut, you can simply press this button right here, and you can see it's set to split clip. So you know, okay, do I need it, do I not need it, and can make sure you don't overwrite your shortcuts. Yes, so that was the quick run through the DaVinci Resolve interface. There are lots of more, but this would be a 5-hour DaVinci Resolve run through, just explaining every setting that is here. I think this overview should give you a general overview of the settings and interfaces and where you can find which menu, and the rest comes when you actually practice editing and need to use specific settings, etc. Then the rest will come for itself.